Alright, so I've been a little MIA, and that's because of the fact that, life happens. I just want to take some time, ride my bike, not make content. Because for you that don't know, I'm actually a full-time content creator for my church. So I'm making videos, taking photos, producing content every single day, and I kind of don't want to do that in my spare time all of the time. So this here is kind of a hobby. So in that time, I was riding bikes, doing things, life was happening, some things were happening, but I'm just kind of bringing back another video. And so while I'm still mountain biking, I have made a bit of a different purchase in my life and something that I've been tinkering with and working on and building and stuff, and that is this guy. So I purchased in November a 1982 Suzuki GS750. It's an inline 4 750cc, and I grew up loving these bikes. My stepdad at the time, he had a GS1100 in 1982, and so when it was time for me to purchase a bike, I decided I wanted to get a Suzuki GS series. So this 750 came up. It is modified. The frame is cut. It is not in the stock form. Carbs have been rejetted, 4-to-1 exhaust. It is a lot of fun, and it is on the faster side. So I've been tinkering with it most of the winter. I've been enjoying it, getting out and riding when I can, when it's warming up. But like I said, I'm still mountain biking. I have not stopped that. Just some updates. I am still running the Ragley Bop, which I still love. I enjoy. It has done great for me. I've switched from flat pedals to clipless pedals finally. I'm actually running the Liat 4.0 clipless shoes with a pair of Candy Mallet Enduros. So that's pretty cool. Hoping to get into more riding as the weather gets better, but as of right now, that's kind of where I'm at. So I have jerry-rigged my GoPro to my helmet, and we're going to take this thing for a ride. Does it sound good to you? It sounds good to me because it's a lot of fun. But first, let's just start this bad boy up. That's enough looking at it. I say we hop on this thing and ride it. What do you say? I don't care what you say, because that's what we're going to do. Alrighty then. Oh yeah! Brake check, front brake, rear brake, we're good. Visor down. buddy. Yeah, so that is part of my commute to work. That nice twisty road. It is a good time on this thing. As you can see, I have my indicator turned on, but the problem was that I don't have my dummy light. I have to get some diodes in place because the signal for both my LED lights are jumping through that LED light here and causing a four-way flash on all of my signals. So I have to put a diode in line before it gets to here because an LED does not carry enough load compared to an incandescent from the original stock gauge cluster to ground out the signal before it gets to the other lights. So I have that on order and I'm waiting for it. But yeah, pretty cool bike. It's a lot of fun. This is actually my first road bike that I've ever owned. It's not the first time I've been on a road bike. I've had a few dirt bikes growing up, but I haven't owned a bike for maybe 15 years. So definitely am enjoying this while I have it. But lots of little things to work on, little things to tinker with. I need to replace this valve. I gotta tune the suspension a little bit more. Like I said, I'm fixing that. My choke lever just broke today because it's old and brittle, so I need to get a new choke lever. And I plan on painting this gas tank. I want to paint it a maroon color. So hopefully I can get around to that one day. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It sounds good, it rides good, it's real easy to ride. It's got plenty of power, but it's not overwhelming. And man, does it that sound. One thing I do need to do is I'm going to have to either tighten up the bolts on my clutch basket or I'm going to need to replace my clutch plates entirely. When you get on the throttle, when you start hammering it and it's getting into the higher RPM range where it's starting to hit peak power, the clutch does slip. I recently had the clutch apart and the plates seem to measure into spec. So I may have just not tightened up the bolts that retain the clutch plates into the basket enough. At the time I didn't have a torque wrench, so this is my torque wrench. So we'll have to tear that open again and see what's up with that. But boy, oh boy, do I like this thing.